Turn 11, a lot going on during this turn. So first let's have a look at Rookie. He moved away from the mountain where he was. I think when he got the notification that it met me, he got a bit panicked, and so he went on the mountain to avoid me being able to reach him, because the movement point cost is much higher. And now he moved out of the mountain, and for some reason he moved only that few X's, I'm not sure why. He cleared the Lost Library, didn't go for the item rack yet, and that might be a bit dangerous for him actually to go for it, we will see. And now the Scoundrels that spawned around here moved close to him, so he's probably going to kill them. Oh, maybe he did the... No, I don't think it's possible that he did the Well of Souls. So now my main concern is that he can reach the dungeon in 2 turns, but actually I'm not sure he can clear it. His army is not really strong. So if I were him, I might try to do it, because if I did, then it would be pretty good to win the game, but at the same time it would be very, very dangerous, so I'm really not sure if I would do it. But if it does, then I'm in trouble. So I cast Mark of the Heretic on him to put some pressure on him and tell him I know where he is and he should go away, but we will see what he does. So it looks like he took some HP bonus, or maybe he had an item, I don't know. And then he also took True Sight that he didn't have before, which was a very good choice for him, because otherwise I would have tried to use Cloaked in Shadows, which maybe he will try to use himself. And his rogue didn't level up, but his rogue could take the forest concealment, and so he could move, for instance, there. Actually he can, but like next turn he could move there and disappear if he doesn't bring his leader. So it looks like the Archons are not defended anymore, and so I'm going to try to take it. But actually I moved through the mountains. If I had moved through here I would have been able to take it, but that's not really good to take it and then be killed the turn just after. So probably better to move like this, and now I need to move somewhere and try to stay alive to be able to take it. So here looks like a good spot, and then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and take it. It's probably the best spot. So yeah, let's do that. Then the rest of the turn I did many battles. My leader and my rogue almost died because of some mistakes. So I'm going to show the fight where... Oh, an inn. I'm going to show the fight where they almost die. But before that, so I already had the information that there is a Sphinx Temple here and a shrine. Not the best shrine, but not a bad shrine either. And there is an inn also. So I was already hesitating between coming here and going to the dungeon. So we will see how he moves. I think the dungeon is really a best choice, because I really don't want him to get to the dungeon and clear it. And I can probably clear it with at least these 4 units. Probably the Hafling, even if it will take some damage from the Sadism enchantment. Sorry, the Blood Pavilion enchantment. And the 6th unit I'm not yet sure. So yeah, we will see how he moves. So I'm building the watchtower here, as I said before, to check this area up to the shrine. And I went for building my city here. It's maybe not the best choice. We will see, time will tell. But I can get some 13 income immediately. And my plan is to actually build some Civic Guards there, which are quite shitty units, but if I have a lot of them, it can make a difference, I think. Then here, so I've got a very nice hero proposing to offer, a Tireless Warlord. So that's quite nice, and I'm going to accept. And because I'm anticipating that next turn I will get a quest from the village of Danillon, so I'm moving my units there to try to complete the quest on the same turn, and then I can keep one unit defending the city, so that if he comes he will need to do auto combat. And yeah, we will see. I checked the diplomacy didn't meet Danillon yet, so I don't think he can take my throne this turn, so I'm going to take some risk and leave my throne undefended. I hope I'm not making a silly mistake, but okay. Yes, some unspent upgrade points. So field medic actually would be quite good, but maybe defense command is better for a start, and when he level up I take field medic. The skills. So I unlocked partisan army, and that's really good, but 400 research points, and right now in the current situation it's not very helpful. So I'm going to choose Crusaders, because I might build some Crusaders at my throne. When you get close, I think they could really make a difference in the battle for my throne. And if I clear the Sphinx Temple west, then I will get partisan army through the 3 research points. Then all the battles I did. So I did 4. First one was this one. So that's not the moment where I lost all the health points. This is a current health point. So actually I made some movement mistakes, so I could not bring one of my Civic Guard, and instead I had a Cherub, but it went okay. The nymph actually seduced my knight, but then I was able to kill the nymph and get the knight back. Then, so I leveled up my leader and hero during that fight. Then I did a fight against 3 Scoundrels who pop up there. Then I went for the mana node. So initially I didn't want to do it because it wastes some movement points, but then I thought that's a good opportunity to take some experience to reach level 7 with my rogue and get lesser charm. Lesser charm. And also it's a good opportunity to get some mana, because that's a mana node that you get about 30 mana as a reward. So I went for it. Then I did the second Spring of Life, and that's a place. Ah, sorry, that's not this one. Second Spring of Life, that's a place where I almost lost my hero and leader, which would have been pretty bad, or probably the end of the game, given the pressure that Rookie is putting on me. Actually I did 5 fights, yeah. So the defenders were quite good. Hafling Eagle Rider with 36 movement points, and Alpha Strike Wing Beat. High Elf Hunters, Human Hunter, who has Thronet, will be important later. A Griphon also with 36 movement points, and a Unicorn who can phase. So I didn't have enough movement points to bring my... I could have brought them on my side, but then I would not be able to move back toward my base at full speed, so I was split like this. It was pretty bad because I was only 5 versus 5, and against pretty good units the High Elf Hunter is doing a lot of damages. So what I considered as a strategy was get the Griphon out because otherwise it's going to charge in the middle of my troops and it's going to be difficult to deal with him. So I send the Unicorn there, got the Griphon to attack it, and at the same time it allowed my 2 Civic Guards to be useful. So 1 stone and 2 targets strike. So the Civic Guard moved there, and then they were able to strike the Griphon. And then with the 4 other units I made a defensive formation here, allowing me to take the hit from the Unicorn when it phases, and defend, and then try to kill the units. The thing I didn't anticipate was, which was actually quite stupid, was that I was opening my flank with my leader, healing like this. So actually he should have died, but for some reason the AI did something weird and didn't kill it. Because I was at only 23 HP, right? So I was like, these 2 guys are just going to use their arrows on my front line. I don't know why I thought like this. So that was the first mistake, and when I saw it I was like, oh no, my leader is dead, game over. But fortunately, so yeah, you can see and that's, oh yeah, now I know why I didn't, because wow, that was really close to dying, because you can see the High Elf Hunter is here. If he had been here, my leader would be dead, because this guy was crippled, I think. No, it's not written, but the yeah, he lost 16 movement points because of the farmer. So yeah, very close. Otherwise he would have moved all the way like this, but he had only 2 movement points, so he was there and couldn't reach my leader. So first big mistake, stupid mistake. Then so my knight with this shield and everything is not taking that many damage, so the Griphon is easy to deal with. But here, how to deal with this 4 units. So basically I need to kill or block the hunters, otherwise they are going to do like 30 damage from the High Elf Hunter on my units if he can flank them. Actually not on my rogue, because he has projectile resistance, and I cannot stay in this area because this guy can reach almost any place and he can alpha strike me, or if one of this guy escape he can shoot me. So I had to retreat, and I was 3 versus 4. So what I did was because this guy can only reach the High Elf Hunter and he cannot kill it and he cannot immobilize it, I mean do some damage and then prevent him from moving, because I don't do enough damage. So what I did was to disengage with the knight, taking some damage from the Unicorn, an attack of opportunity. But then I can kill the Unicorn with my farmer, and the knight can just do his devastating charge on the hunter, while my hero does Assassin Strike on the Eagle Rider, and it means that the Eagle Rider, if he wants to move away, he might be killed by the attack of opportunity. But that's actually not sure, because with 21 HP and I'm doing like maximum 19, but with attack of opportunity it would be more, but that's not sure I can kill him, I think. So he could actually, I think he could have flied over me, kind of flank me, and then the other one can attack me. But actually when you do that you cannot flank, because this unit kind of have total awareness, something like this. When you are moving away from a unit and then come back, he can still see you, kind of. Yeah, and so the second mistake, that's where the second mistake happened. It's that actually this guy had throw net, so I had only 30% chance of failure, but I failed. And I didn't pay attention because I thought it was a high health hunter. Actually, it was a human hunter. I thought it was 2 high health hunters. So then I'm also almost dead with my hero, with also only 2 HP left. And then I've got to kill these 2 units, knowing that my farmer cannot reach the high health hunter, and he cannot do enough damage to kill the hunter. So how to deal with that? And fortunately I could cast Smith from my leader even if he retreated. And I had enough casting points, but I did waste 24 mana. So I did 2 terrible mistakes in this fight, but everything ended up happily for me. Was kind of lucky. And then eventually I did the Great Farm fight. So in total I collected 3 free units. One was the Toadstool Fairy, one was the Unicorn, and the last one was the Tiger at the Great Farm. So I sent the Tiger north to scout, see if I can find a cave entrance, because anyway the Tiger is not going to be very useful in the fights to come. And in addition it's an animal, so it can be befriended by my enemy. With my rogue I'm taking Lesser Charm, and that's it for now. I might take Invisibility and other stuff later, but for now I'm just taking Lesser Charm, which I might not be able to use immediately because I don't have sites to clear. I do have the gold mine for my Martyrs, but actually it could be a nice site to charm someone, because the orcs, they have -1 resistance, so they are easier to charm. Like I could try to charm the Razorbow, for instance. And my leader reached level 6, but I could take Touch of Faith. I'm not yet quite sure, so I'm keeping the points for now. And that's it for this turn. I don't have enough mana to cast the Cherub, otherwise I would, because next turn I should take this mana pile if I'm not killed by the animal roaming from here. Thanks for watching, see you next turn.